That's Emma put away in the ISO container. I'm trying to offload as much kit as I possibly can, so as the boat is ready, I'm trying to drip feed stuff in, so at the 11th hour I haven't got the problems of unpacking. I want it all done, ready for the launch. Sun's out, but it's still cold. There was frost on the car this morning.
I'm the last of it, the slow and without wit. Among the living I am dead. I lie awake at night, daydreaming about life in the corner of my eye. All the love I feel, I wonder if it's real or a fabric.
Head again, every time.
Despite its many flaws, it could be one of those. Save my life.
Well, look at that, sinks in, and I've got one of those woody types of draining boards.
Hero, standing by the bed as I wake up. I'll never find my way again. I'm lost and I am sorry. When you go out and see your friends, tell them not to worry for me. Well, I'm the last of it, the weak and barely lit, a shadow figure in the dark. The second I appear, all bets are off, my dear, just because I can't go back. And all the hate I feel, becoming oh so real, in the center of my mind. Standing frail and blue, not knowing what to do, as my time in here run out.
Got some cream.
Standing by the bed as I wake up.
What's happening?
Cream. In the bathroom. Put some cream on my face.
Makes your head shiny, doesn't it?
It's already shiny, mate. 21 by 17. I suppose some of you are wondering why I've measured the drawers, and the simple reason for that is I need to put crockery in there. How much crockery I need? Well, I've got family that I'll be hosting on the boat, so I need about six plates, 6 side plates, 6 bowls. I was going to get some pasta bowls, but I don't think I can fit them all in. So I just need to be mindful of the size of plates and bowls and how many I get. Now, do we have cups and saucers these days? I think that's a bit old hat. Mugs. But again, it's one of those things that I need to consider where I'm going to put them, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm here doing some cooking. From there to the washing up, to drying up, to getting stuff. You see, these are the things I need to be mindful of. You kind of need to move out. You don't need to, but you do need to kind of move out the way to get the drawers open. Freezer, fridge, drawers, sink, washing machine, cooker, mic, chef mic if I get one. It's all very compact, bijou, tight, small. It's going to take a while to get used to it. No, I'm not complaining in any way, it's just tight, but looks fantastic. And I think it's going to be practical, and I do think it's one of those things where it will soon become the norm. Looking out the window, the porthole, doing a bit of cooking. Porthole can be open, of course, let some air out. Oh, I can even lift it out. Steam, pots, whisking a few eggs, making an omelette. In there for under the grill to do the top, to melt the cheese. Chef Mike at the top, maybe. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. But here's my sink. It's quite a deep sink. I said to Mark when we were planning the kitchen, I said I don't want one of those mincy little sink things where you can't put a pan in there and you can't do anything. Of course, that's caused me a bit of a problem now because I need to put a pump. I need to put a pump. They need to put a pump underneath the sink to allow the water to drain, because the sink is a little bit deeper and the water won't drain naturally because it doesn't go down enough, so it needs a pump. But part of being in the kitchen, you need it to be a bit practical. You need to fit some stuff in there, and you know, when you're washing up and water's sploshing about and all that, your pans, I mean, it's small, but at least you can get some water in it, at least you can get some stuff in it. Tappy thing. Yeah. Those porthole cutty out type shapes are going in there to make sure that the outside of the boat can be sprayed without the inside getting sprayed. On the draining board now, the draining board, there'll be people that, and I get it, I did and ah about the wooden draining board. You can't allow, like you do at home, or like if you had one of those stainless steel draining boards, you can allow the pots, pans, plates, cutlery to sit on there and just drain. Unfortunately on this you can't. I go on about practicality, and then I've got this wooden effect draining board. Not very practical, but it does look nice, and actually it forces my hand to dry up. On one point it's not a good thing, on another point I need to look after it, I need to dry up afterwards. And if I've got my children here, one's washing, one's drying, one's putting away. But you don't have to go too far, do you? What do I need to buy? You know, like household accoutrements, household stuff. So there's the sink, so in the corner I can have one of those soap dispensers. And I was thinking of what else do you need? What else do you put in a home to make it look homely? Soap dispenser. Maybe up here I can have kitchen knives. Maybe a wall clock. That might look quite nice, a bit of a wall clock, I think. I'm sure things will materialise as time goes on. But for now, wall clock, soap dispenser. It'd be nice when the lights are up, not these things. Ben was lacquering in the paint shop. Mark the painter is away, half-term holidays, Easter holidays, along with Dom. Ben was doing the lacquering of these bits that go on here, and the lights go in. So it'd be nice when they're up and the lights are working, and I've got LED lights that mood lighting, but then they go on to LED lights. But what a difference the floor makes, eh? Marcus has been busy doing that all week, cutting round, I think particularly cutting round the shower tray. That's been good. Everything about it, you know, it's a staggered approach to the flooring, and I think that makes it look really nice. There's a gap both sides of the floor, so it doesn't go quite to the wall. And the reason for that, well, in the summer the boat gets warm, whether it gets wider or longer, but it kind of grows a little bit. I don't know how much, but if it grows on the outside it might grow on the inside, and this gives it a little bit of a breathing space. On the right side, as you're looking at it, there's going to be a bit of trim down there because that hides then the wires, and on this side we've got that all the water piping is being covered by this box thing. There'll be a bit of a trim between the box and the floor to make that, finish that off, hide that off, and just that would make an awful lot of difference. Also around the fireplace, there's going to be a nice boxy type thing going around the front of that, and it makes a difference. And the kitchen, it's great. It's great. What a few sticks of furniture, what a difference that makes. I was looking at the back. There's a fella on the last video I did. I was talking about the crane, red diesel, and there's a fella, Ice, who put me straight on an issue in that HGVs in this country don't run on red diesel, they run on normal diesel, so I got that bit wrong. Thanks for that, Ice, keeping me on track. Thanks for that. The bow thruster's been in a while, but this week the battery tray's been put in. Don't know what battery it's going to be. A battery. And inside the cupboard is the battery charger. This bow thruster has been pushed as far forward as it can possibly go, and that is to allow more room for water. It doesn't make too much difference, but if you can push the bow thruster as far forward as you can possibly get it, then apparently it's supposed to be a little bit more efficient in how the bow moves. I've got nothing to measure it against. I don't know how efficient it's going to be. I will find out in due course when I push a little button and then the bow moves. I've got these swingy door things, so as well as having on the top, I've got that gas locker. I've also got these doors here. Makes it easy so you don't have to open that all the time. Anyway, that knobbly thing on the front, if the gas opening hatch thing goes against that knobbly bit on the top, it's going to scratch paintwork. So I've got these opening door things that allow access to whatever goes in that space there. Probably coal, bits of wood, stuff that is out the way of the rain and hopefully won't get nicked. Doing my chores. People mentioned last week about I didn't wash out the soap suds, so I thought I'll let them drain this time. The boat has changed. Ben's been up at the paint shop spraying the centerpiece where all the lights are going to get fitted. That is a heavy old chopping board. You don't want to drop that and make that land on your feet. So all sorts of stuff going on. Doesn't it make a difference with the wood, the ambience of the feel of the boat, the floor being laid, and that was done by Marcus this week. I put Emma in the ISO container, so Emma's ready for me to lie on top of at some stage or other. Am I allowed to say that? The kitchen countertops are on. Sometimes you have a bright idea of wanting a deep sink, and then the implied implications of that is now you want a deep sink, now you have to have a pump. That come at an extra cost. But it's about practicality, and I think that's important when this is going to be my home. Sometimes you just have to spend that little bit extra, and it is a little bit. Next week, when Mark the painter's back, he's going to be rubbing down the boat. It's going to get this first rub down ready for treated with the little bits of rust that's happened whilst it's been outside. And that's it, I think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Those that have, if you haven't, give it a go. Thanks for liking, although there's a couple of people that continually dislike my videos. What's all that about? Anyway, next week, photography and the rub down of the boat. See you next week.